On this episode of Ask Ironborough, we talk about confidence when working out, muscle ups, touch a little bit of rowing, and we also talk about strong old dudes.
Ha.
The customary clap.
Do I look? No.
Just got done a 30-minute EMOM. I don't think it is going to look presentable.
Dying.
Can you put that in the edit? Oh, this is so exciting.
All right, guys, welcome. It's episode 5 of Ask Ironborough. Today I'm joined by a special guest, Brian Graves. As always, I'm joined by the lovely Ashley. We're here for episode 5. I can't believe we've done 5 of these so far. It's probably more episods than people have watched.
Yep, that's right.
But hey, whatever. We're going to keep at it.
Good program.
How you doing, Ashley, today? Good?
I'm doing well. Doing
Good.
good. Just had a 24,000-minute EMOM. I'm dying slowly. Awful. But it was good at the same time.
So our special guest today is Brian Graves. He's our newest coach here at Ironborough. Do you want to take a little bit to talk about yourself, or?
Sure. What's going on, everybody? Pleasure to be aired on this awesome program that we have here at CrossFit Ask Ironborough to answer your questions. Just got done coaching this 24-minute EMOM that we put Chip here through. We're going to address the issue of his raggedy old man legs in just a minute, so stay tuned.
The first question we have is from Amy Parenti, and she says, how do you gain confidence while working out?
So that's a good question. Earlier in the episodes, I think it was episode 1 or 2, did we talk about setting goals?
Probably 2.
Yeah.
Probably 2.
Yes.
Or
Somewhere
maybe-
around there.
I think Brian's our
Yeah.
cheerleader here, so it's perfect.
So we talk about setting goals, right? And obviously when you're setting goals, you want to set achievable goals. That's the A in SMART when we talked about that. So
right.
you want goals to be achievable. And if you're setting goals that are too high, like say you're setting, a 200-pound clean and you're only at like maybe 75, 100 pounds or something like that, maybe that goal is a little too high. And setting that goal so high is actually going to help lower your confidence in working out. So you set little goals that are attainable and ones that you can actually achieve really easily, and then you just keep dangling that carrot further and further out in front of you, and then you actually start getting better and better and better, and that helps build your confidence. Would you like to add on to that a little bit?
No, I think you said it pretty good, and for a lot of people here too, I know Amy, you've been here for a while. I always say when people ask me that question, look back, right? Look back to where you were when you first started. Remember when you couldn't do a pull-up? And you couldn't load 155 pounds on that barbell for a front squat, which I saw that you did yesterday, right? So always look back. Always look back to your beginnings.
How about you, Ashley?
How do you gain confidence? Like Chip said, you just keep doing it. You don't stop. I mean, the minute you stop and the minute you say, I can't do this is the minute that you lose all the confidence. I remember when a push-up was impossible. And now I'm able to do them no problem, but that's because you put the work in. So if you gain confidence by having a goal, trying to set it, and then just keep coming back. You're not going to hit every goal that you make right away. What you're going to do is that you're going to work towards it. And if you have that mentality, if you have that drive, that gets amplified 1,000 times when you walk into this kind of community that you have here. So even just stepping foot into a gym like this one, you're going to gain the confidence whether you are aiming to gain that or not. You just walk in and then it just gets thrusted upon you. So it's a good opportunity to come in and try it out. So the second question we have is from Dave Nelson. What is the best accessory work for getting better at a muscle up?
I'm going to let Brian take this one.
It's really good.
A lot of good answers for that one. I like to go strict when we're talking about accessory work for the muscle up. Some of my favorites progressions are strict ring dips, and knowing where you are and position-wise in the bottom of that ring dip and in the top, are you in those right positions? And strict ring rows are my other favorite ones. I feel like these are just 2 examples of really good movements to build sheer strength for the muscle up, which is what a lot of people are missing when you take a pull-up bar that you can manipulate. It's a fixed structure, and now you have 2 rings that you're manipulating with your right side and your left side. You're trying to do that simultaneously. So I like to go strict. It's my best answer.
And we know Dave has muscle ups, so
Oh my
you
gosh.
probably missing a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's missing a little bit of strength. So Dave, keep working on that strength work, and you'll get those muscle ups more consistently.
You'll get it, Dave.
Awesome.
Third question we have is from Rachel. She says, consistent lower back pain while rowing. Why?
A lot of times when athletes ask me about low back pain on the rower, what I see is when they're actually rowing, they have a lot of problems with overextension. in the middle and lower parts of their back. So what I mean by that is as they're kind of on the rower, as they're returning into the receiving position for the rower, they'll kind of overextend and almost hunch their backs in order to initiate that pull. And then when you're pulling from that position, you're not in a place of high stability, right? So you're going from a place of lower stability and trying to pull back and get tight, and it's not going to happen. So I always like to tell people to remember not to overextend. And for any athletes that we have here that have issues with overextension and you're not too sure at what point during your pull you're doing it, come talk to us during any of the workouts and we'll always show you how to do that.
And then the last, but certainly not least question we have from Paul. Chip, how do you lift so much weight with these rickety old legs of yours?
Yes. Well, Paul.
Chip's rickety old legs?
Yes, my
Did you see
rickety
that?
old legs.
Chip's legs.
My legs look a little better than that.
Well, they're rickety, according to
So,
that question.
Paul, that's a great question. I'm actually going to ask Stacy to superimpose some old dudes from YouTube that are squatting well over 500 pounds. So these guys are in their 50s and 60s. If they can squat 500 to 600 pounds, there's no reason why I can't. And Paul, what's your excuse?
Up yours, Paul.
All right, guys, that wraps up episode 5. Thanks again for joining us. Keep the questions coming. They're great. Nothing is off limits here. Obviously, the question about my legs, we're going to answer anything that comes in. So keep them coming. We'll keep answering. We'll see you on episode 6. Thanks for joining us. Good night.